This is just what the doctor ordered.
Hi and welcome to another episode of Just What the Doctor Ordered. I'm Dr. Nishant Joshi. Let's start the show.
This is just what the doctor ordered.
First up this week and over to Belgium, the country best known for waffles, chocolate and waffles with chocolate on top, has been at the centre of a storm that hasn't yet rocked the cricketing world, but it's one that I feel deserves our attention. Now, a young chap named Asim Abbasi lives in Brussels with his family. On the 24th of August of this year, Asim was pictured in Brussels with what some people thought might be a weapon as he was walking home. Except that Asim wasn't actually carrying a weapon, he was carrying a cricket bat. Now, this is where the story already starts to get a little bit strange. The photographer forwarded this photo to police with the allegation that there was a potential terrorist on the loose. Now, what's even stranger is that the photographer is part of the security detail for the Israeli embassy. Now, in Europe these days, there is a climate of Islamophobia and fear among many people that your Muslim-ish looking young man next door might actually be a terrorist. I blame Homeland. Now, bizarrely, the Belgian police held on to these photos for 3 months until, well, just last week, at which point some bright spark policeman probably opened a bottle of Stella Artois, as they do in Belgium, and thought, you know what, I should probably send these photos to every single Belgian media outlet. It's a slow news days, let's give these waffle-chomping, mayonnaise-on-chips having journalists a leg up today. Now, the media responded with front-page headlines, such as this one, which says, "Is this an anti-Semitic killer in our midst?" As ever, the media whipped up fear based on a lack of information. A more accurate but still sensationalist headline would have been, "Cricket in Belgium? Seriously, does anyone play this?" Now, how difficult is it to tell the difference between a cricket bat and an AK-47? One is a weapon for the mass destruction of innocent people, and the other is a weapon for the mass destruction of innocent leg spinners. It's really not that difficult. Now, just to clarify, Asim is a 22-year-old student in Brussels who was just on his way to net practice, covering up his bat with a sweatshirt because of the rain. And he ended up becoming the subject of a citywide manhunt a good 2 months after cricket season. Well, it turns out that once Asim saw his own photo in the newspapers, he went to the police and explained this rather hilarious misunderstanding. Asim's father is a career diplomat who works for the Pakistani embassy in Brussels. When the case was reported back to Islamabad last week, Asim's whole family was asked to return back to Pakistan. Why? Because supposedly Pakistan don't want a terrorist/middle-order batsman sullying their name in Belgium. So rather than the Pakistani embassy demanding an apology from the Belgian press or, just keeping quiet, they are trying to recall Asim's father and his family of 5 from Belgium and bring them back to Islamabad. Now, Asim and his family are utterly distraught. They've been living in Brussels for the past 4 years, and in the past week, their lives have been turned upside down. Now, if you think that it's okay for a young man to be labelled an anti-Semitic terrorist on the front page of a newspaper, sorry, that's not 100% correct, an anti-Semitic terrorist, for looking Muslim-ish, and for carrying a piece of equipment that is only meant to carry out mass damage to Belgium's totally mediocre medium pacers, well, there is an obvious and terrible miscarriage of justice. I support Asim and his family's plight, because to have your immediate life taken away from you for no good reason, but for the catastrophic mistakes of others, is totally unacceptable.
L'homme recherché, c'est Asim Abbasi. Et son arme, la voici, une batte de cricket destinée à pratiquer son sport favori.
And why you put your shirt on the cricket bat?
Because it was a little bit raining. When it's raining, this is a wood. I can't play easily because ball is slip here.
But as Alistair Cook once told me, we should move on and try and take the positives. In this case, a Facebook page set up by Belgian volunteers has already gained nearly 10,000 likes, and there is plenty of moral support for Asim and his family. You can find the link to Asim's Facebook page in this video's description.
This is just what the doctor ordered.
Time for your questions this week, and thanks very much for tweeting in using the hashtag JWTDO. We have a question from Pratyush Shinha, who asks, I got 33% in my exam. Am I the best student in my class? Hashtag de Villiers logic. Well, Pratyush is, of course, referring to AB de Villiers' comments after South Africa lost their ODI series in Australia 4-1. De Villiers said, "There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that we are the better team. We didn't play the big moments as well as we wanted to, but I really believe that we could have beaten them 4-1 on another day. But it didn't happen that way. They will be one of the favourites for the World Cup, but I still believe we are the better team. We will be the team to beat at the World Cup." At which point he said that he's confident that Wayne Parnell will be leading wicket taker at the World Cup, and that South Africa will win a match by the Duckworth-Lewis method, and also that Jack Collis's hair was all natural all along. Thanks very much for tuning in once again. This was Just What the Doctor Ordered, and if you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Until next week, I've been Dr. Nishant Joshi. Goodbye.
This is just what the doctor ordered.